Hello, my name is Cynthia Coman, Faculty Librarian at Hudson Valley Community College. This video will demonstrate how to evaluate websites. When searching for a website on the internet, there are a variety of different search engines you can use. This screen shows you a number of them that are available. Everyone's favorite, Google, is a great search engine to use. They do have the best algorithms for search, so they will find the most relevant information. But there's other search engines like Bing, DuckDuckGo, Yahoo, and a couple others here listed. So I encourage you to try out other ones to see which one best fits your needs and what information they have to give you. Many times when you're doing a research paper, your professor will ask you for a credible website. You can include one of those in your sources, along with journals, books, and other material. So what is the difference between using the web or the internet and using the library databases? There are a number of differences, and we're going to talk about those today. And this also brings us to website evaluation, because you need to use your critical thinking skills when you are in the internet. Okay, so the library databases. One thing that they are is a gathering of articles that the library pays for. The library pays for all of our databases. We have a subscription. And on the internet, the articles that you find online are sometimes free, but they are also available through a subscription paid for by the library. And those are the articles that you get when it says you need to pay $30 for this article in order to access it. So in that case, then you'd want to go back to the library databases to see if we actually had access to it. So that's one of the differences. In the library databases, articles have already been printed in a magazine, journal, or newspaper. And on the web, anyone can publish anything. So the information in the library databases has already been published, and on the website, anything can be published by anyone. In order to get published in a journal or a magazine, the information that you are trying to get published in your article needs to go through a review process. There is no review process in the internet. As I said earlier, anyone can publish anything. Once an article passes the review process, it is published, and then it is reliable, because while it goes through the review process, the information is going through a credibility of whether or not it is reliable or not. And here is where you need to use your critical thinking skills when looking at the internet. Since there's no review process, we don't know whether the information is reliable, we don't know whether it's credible, and so we have to use our evaluation criteria to identify whether or not we feel it is useful information. So here's the website evaluation criteria. There is information called the CRAP test. That's an acronym that stands for Currency, Reliability, Authority, and Purpose or Point of View. The URL that's listed here is a great resource, a subject guide that you can go back to after this video and look at. I'll click on it so that you can see exactly what it looks like. And this is from South Mountain Community College, and they have identified what the acronym stands for and all of the criteria for evaluating a website. We're going to talk about this too in a little more detail. I just wanted to show you what it looked like. Okay, so here's the acronym, CRAP, and here are the broken out points of that. So the C stands for currency. When was it last updated? Normally this date should be easy to find. It is at the bottom of the first page or at the bottom of the page in one of the pages on the website. And if you're looking for health information, you're going to want to make sure the copyright date is recent. Is it from 2015 or at least 2014, since we're relatively early in 2015? R stands for reliability. Is the content fact or is it opinion? Does it match other information that you have found? And is there any bias? A stands for authority. Is there an author who has identified themselves on the page? Is there an about page or a home page that will identify this author? Normally that's where the information is found. If the author is identified, who is that person? Are they an expert in the field? Are they a professional? Or are they simply an enthusiast or fan who wants to share the information that they have about a particular topic because they love it? And is there any contact information for the particular author? If you do not find an author, that really is a clue that this website might not be very reliable, because why wouldn't they want to put their name on the information they're putting up on the internet? That's really important to consider when you're evaluating a website. And lastly, the P stands for purpose or point of view. Are you being sold something? Is there a shopping cart on the website? Do they have a store where they want you to buy something? And are the ads labeled or are they not labeled? So you're unclear as to whether they're associated with the website or are they not associated with the website. What is the age range for the website? And this could be a variety of things. This could have a lot of pictures, which would mean maybe it's for younger children, or maybe there are less pictures and it's more professional looking and there's more text. How big is that text? Is it a large font or smaller font? Is it easy to navigate? Are there navigational tools? And what is the domain? Either a .com, a .org, or a .edu. Okay, so now that we've identified the different criteria for website evaluation, we're going to do an example. And the example that I have here today is World Cup soccer ball history. So here's the picture of the World Cup soccer ball that they used for 2014. And it's a relatively recent topic, and a lot of people are interested in sports, so I thought it would be useful. So I'm just going to go to Google, and I am going to type in this particular search. Okay. So okay. So here I am. I typed in World Cup soccer ball history, and I'm just going to kind of do what we all do, and that's just look at the first page. So I'm looking at the first page. I have a number of things here, okay? And so I'm just going to go to the first one. It looks like it's relevant. It has my search words in it, so let's see what we've got. Okay, so now let's evaluate this website using the criteria we have discussed. You do not need to use the criteria in the specific order of the acronym CRAP. You can jump around, but you do need to get to all of the criteria. I prefer to start with currency and authority. They are the easiest to find on the website, so I prefer to start there. So currency stands for a copyright date or a date when the website was updated. So let's scroll through, see if we find anything. We do see some dates as to different soccer balls and some interesting pictures and information. Okay, the first page is quite long. Let's see. Okay, here we are at the bottom. And in red here at the bottom, it says 2003 to 2015. So yes, it has been updated for this current year. Also, I see that there's the Brazuca 2014 FIBA World Cup soccer ball, which is listed here, and there's our picture that we saw, similar picture right here that we're seeing for the ball. Okay, so it looks like it's relatively up to date, and that's positive. All right, so I'm going to go back to the top of this website. Okay, next we're going to look for the author. Who put this together? So over here on the left, on our navigational tools, we have an About Us. Let's click on that. And here we go. Here's our author. Bruce Rigsby is our author. He is a soccer coach, player, and fan. And this tells about why he put this site together. And it says that he is an avid soccer player, coach, and he also is an engineer. Probably that's his job by trade. Let's see. It also says the reason why he put this together, because he was having a difficult time finding detailed information about soccer balls. He probably was looking for things specifically that would help him and his players as a coach. I find it interesting that he says that there is no other website, as far as he can tell, which gives detailed information about the soccer ball, as is the one he developed. I think that is a little bit of bias. We'll have to see what else we find. And it also says that there is a store where you can purchase your next soccer ball, and you can learn more about that. So he's sharing information with you, but then there also is numerous stores where you can go and purchase equipment and materials. Okay. So here he is, Bruce Rigsby, the author of this website. All right, so we're going to jump now to the P, which is purpose or point of view. And we did get some of that through his description of why he put this together. He was having difficulty finding information, and so he put something together himself. But let's look at some of these other links. Let's look at the home page. Okay, buying guide, how to buy soccer balls. There's a lot of links we have here. I would like to notice the ads on the left-hand side that are not labeled, that does not say advertisement, it just says save up to 50%. So, and then here's also sports memorabilia, shop now. Okay, so there's a lot of shopping going on this website. And notice the text and how this is organized. It's not that professional. The font is quite big. There's a lot of colors and there's a lot of things bouncing around, like this soccer ball right here next to cool and new information. Okay, so let's try something else like history, because that's what we were interested in the beginning. Again, here on our right-hand side, we're seeing Adidas, shop for Adidas gear. We're seeing more ads which are not labeled. We do have some history here. We have a lot of pictures and not as much text. We keep scrolling through. As I said, there's a lot of pictures and not as much text. There is a little bit of information, which kind of grabs our attention and gets us interested in the topic a little bit more. Okay. All right. And as for reliability, we would have to look at other websites to determine whether the information in here is reliable. And I also think we can go by what the author has said, that he has done research, and so he has looked up information, and so his information that he has researched, he has done some of that on his own. So that makes him more credible than saying he has not done any of that. All right, so let's just review what we have here. So is our website, worldsoccerball.com, reliable? We have a copyright date of 2015, which is great. We have facts, which the author has researched, so not necessarily opinion. We have some facts, and it looks like it is similar to other sources, although we would have to research that more extensively. We have an author, and he identifies himself as who he is, and the purpose would be to, out of frustration, the author wanted to purchase soccer balls and have more information, and he wanted to help people learn about the soccer ball, and he's done extensive research. My opinion of this website is that I would not use it for a paper. I feel there are more reliable sources out there to use, including this link right here, which actually goes to the FIFA World Cup website. So let's just look at this in comparison to the one we were looking at. This one is much more professional. You can tell there's a picture on the side, there's detailed information. And this one is, the pictures aren't as big, the fonts are not as big, there's not as many links, and it is just giving you information. Also, FIFA is the organization that puts together the World Cup, so they are probably the most credible website that you're going to find with information on the FIFA World Cup. Okay, and let's see. And I don't see any ads on here either. Okay, so as compared to, just going back to the one we were looking at, you can really see the difference here. Okay, so that's why I say that I really don't feel this is a reliable source. I think it is a great jumping off point to gather more information, but in my opinion, it really is not something you'd want to use. It's not college level, and you can definitely find something more professional. Okay, so that is what I wanted to share with you today on website evaluation. So thank you very much for watching. If you have any questions or need help with website evaluation, please visit the Ask a Librarian page located here at this link for more information, and we'll be able to get you in touch with a librarian and assist you that way. Thank you very much.